of Torah. This year is entitled, is there any way out of a destructive Machloket argument L'shaim Shamaim? So in the previous year we mentioned that communities across the world are destroyed, yeshivas, mikvahs, eruvs, kashrus agencies. From the time of Korach and on, everyone is fighting a holy war. Korach is saying, I need to help out Klal Yisrael. We have this extreme leader just placing all his close relatives, top positions, and distorting halacha. And L'shaim Shamaim, I need to change things. And ever since then, we have this go on. This one wants yeshiva to run this way. He wants yeshiva to run that way. He thinks Eruv is not according to enough stringencies. He thinks it's too stringent. The mikvah kashrus, too lenient in the kashrus, too stringent in the kashrus. The rabbi, he teaches too much. He doesn't teach enough. He's too friendly, not friendly. And everyone is doing everything for thousands of years. L'shaim Shamaim. And the previous year I mentioned, my guess is take most, if not all of these people involved in communal arguments, put them on a lie detector test, assuming lie detector test really works, and you ask them, are you L'shaim Shamaim? They'll say, of course I'm for the sake of heaven. Why else am I doing this? I'm giving up my time, my family, and my money. This is just for the sake of God and Torah and mitzvos. And they're going to pass the test. They're going to say yes and pass the test. That's my guess. So how do we get out of this loop? We're so convinced with L'shaim Shamaim, we're breaking communities apart. Schools, mikvahs, you name it. Got any community around the world, and you have this person who came in and tried to elevate the standard of kashrus, and other people threw him out or rejected him, and he threw the others out. It's just an old story. L'shaim Shamaim, for the sake of God. So what I'm wondering is a possible, but then there's no simple fix here. The bottom line is a person's on a holy war, and he's headstrong, and he doesn't want to hear anything else, and he's convinced that he's holier than everyone. It's going to be hard to stop this destructive path if he doesn't want to go ahead and hear anything else. But if, let's say, the person says, I truly think I'm L'shaim Shamaim, but I'm more than happy to hear if someone thinks differently. So what we need here is a system organized outside of the people themselves. If you just have these two people going head-to-head with each other, Reuven against Shimon, Reuven saying that we have to upgrade the kashrut standards in the kashrut here in our community, and Reuven saying we have to keep it as is, and they're both arguing L'shaim Shamaim. This one says we need to elevate the stringencies to elevate this. We only had the kashrut standards 20 years ago when the people were just barely from them. Now it's a higher level. The other one says no, you're going to alienate people, and it sounds like they're both making sense, but they're both headstrong into this. We need outside people guiding the process, and if the two people involved in the fight, the argument, the controversy, the conflict, are willing to hear outside people. But outside people to me is not anyone. It's two distinct groups that are needed. One, not any rabbi. It has to be the Zabla phenomenon. We have in Choshen Mishpat, Siman Yud Gimel, talks about when people have an argument, they could create their own Beis Din. How? Reuven goes in and picks out his rabbi. Shimon picks out his rabbi. Those are two of the judges. And those two judges pick out a third one. And the Ramah is open. What does Ramah say? That Reuven rabbi is going to see if he can make sense and defend Reuven if he can. He's not going to lie, distort anything, chas v'shalom. But he's going to see if he can make sense of Reuven's position. Shimon's rabbi is going to do that. And the middle rabbi is going to challenge both of them. So we have a healthy system outside of the people. So to me, to have each one has a rabbi who hopefully is close and objective, and then there's a third rabbi who's not connected to either one of them. So now already we have a healthy system going. And another point, and this not everyone would agree with me on, I want good balabatim also, who are not in the fight but involved as well. Because some good balabatim could supplement and complement the rabbis. Why? Because the rabbis have their skills in halacha, hashkafa, ethics, and all that, but sometimes balabatim have certain skills they bring to the table as well. Okay, certain psychology. A person is let's say a balabais is a psychologist, might have a lot of experience in that field. He may be able to add certain psychological dynamic possibly to this whole picture. A person who's expert in finances could see and say, wait a second, you want to go ahead and raise the kashrut standard, very nice. And the rabbis could judge the ethical motivation, but financially we cannot handle what you're asking. It's going to destroy the whole system. But there's a financial angle that the Balabatim may have that the rabbis may not see. There's certain legal aspects. You want to go ahead and create this new amutah, and you want the mikveh to be run in this way with this kind of amutah. Okay, but wait a second. There might be some legal aspects that the Balabatim know and the rabbis are not familiar with. So to me, if the people involved in Machloket Reuven and Shimon are truly claiming to be L'shaim Shamaim, so then they should be open to have outside bodies involved in this. And to me, the outside sources should be two separate systems. One, a rabbinic group, but each Reuven and Shimon each pick their rabbi, and then those two rabbis pick another neutral party. And then there's a group of good professional balabatim who know finances, legalities, and other things. And the two groups, the rabbinic group, the Vad Rabbanim, and the balabatim could work together and guide Reuven and Shimon, oversee them. Then there's a chance. I'm not naive to assume this will work. There's a chance that maybe the Machloket L'shaim Shamaim really could be L'shaim Shamaim. And not only could the motivation be L'shaim Shamaim, but the whole process could be a process of avoda, of working on true, proper conflict resolution, where emes and the truth could hopefully prevail. May Klal Yisrael be blessed with chachma, with bina, with dan, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and compassion to go ahead and deal with our arguments and conflicts, and they come up. So I'm not even going to bless Klal Yisrael that we shouldn't have conflicts. That's part of the fabric of life. But the blessing is that when we have our conflicts, we can go ahead and have a rational approach so that our claim of L'shaim Shamayim can really be verified, that it truly is L'shaim Shamayim. Shalom.